Hey everybody, this is Josh Olive with Haven Comics. It is Thursday night. Y'all hear that too, right? I feel like somebody's gunning for me. That was disconcerting, and I'm not sure how I felt about that, but it's time for some shop talk, so stick around. If I'm still here when you come back, I'll count that as a win. All right, I'm still here. I'm still here, so that's good. I didn't get murdered in the intervening seconds, uh, which apparently was a near thing because that was definitely the murder music. And speaking of slashers, here's Alan. That threw me off, dude. I was like, what in the world?
Oh, I was like, I have got to find a new ominous sound effect, and I want to hit it right as he says, "This is Josh Olive."
Well, you did a good job because I had no idea that was coming.
Oh,
Oh
that
my
was
lord.
fun. It's the little things that entertain me. I
Uh,
mean, right off the bat, let's just be honest. We have had an awful week. I mean,
True
it
that.
is. I mean, literally, I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of it, and I'm not making light of it, but we literally watching our childhood die this week. I mean, first Ozzy, then Hulk Hogan today, and then Malcolm. He was the other day.
Man, Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, this has not been a good week for the '80s kids.
No, that's a true statement. Um, that's a true statement. I just
I
don't
mean,
even know where to start with that. But yeah,
yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, the only really enjoyable thing about today was knowing that Dustin is in Atlanta, kind of disappointed right now. I don't know why. That just made my night.
I wish he would stop with the pseudo updates. And I wish Nick Ellis would get over who's not my Silver Surfer. Well, no, it's not your Silver Surfer. It's the 616 Silver Surfer. That is not 616.
So here's my thing about the Fantastic Four movie. I'm going into it with very low expectations based off of what we've been getting out of the MCU the past few years. But at the same time, I am looking forward to having an MCU movie that is really and truly not being restrained by the current MCU. I mean,
Agreed.
it takes place on a different Earth. They can do whatever they want to do.
Yep. Yeah, I have I've seen reviews from people that I trust, and that includes quite a few comics creators who've written or drawn the Fantastic Four over the years, and they are universally very, very happy with this movie. Um, I they're not the kind of people who stint either. They're not going to sandbag you and say it was great when it wasn't. So no, I think I'm going in with mid-level expectations and extremely high hopes.
Yeah.
It's the best way I can think to quantify that.
I mean, I definitely will. I might try to go see it Sunday. It just depends on what all's going on. At the way everything has gone in our lives, around my house since last Thursday, we have been nonstop. So I would kind of like to get out of church Sunday morning, go home, and take about a 14-hour nap. We'll just have to
Yeah,
wait and see what happens.
yeah, I hear that. I mean, Friday hadn't even happened yet, and I'm already uh, dreading Monday a little bit because I know all the stuff I've got on the docket for Monday, and it's going to be bad.
Yep. And hey, our boy Superman is still going strong at the theaters.
As well, he should because that movie is superb.
Yeah. So I mean, regardless, I do hope that Fantastic Four has a really good outing. I apparently the from what, and I could be wrong, but from what I understand, the post-credit scene is actually going to be important.
That's what I understand to be the case as well. Yes.
So,
Kind
and
of like the post-credit scene at the end of um, Thunderbolts.
see, I started seeing Thunderbolts.
You are doing yourself a disservice.
Well, as soon as it hits Disney Plus, I plan on watching it. I mean, I'm kind of at the point now, there's no point in me doing pay-per-view or anything like that, just simply because it's going to be on Disney Plus and I'm already paying for Disney Plus, you know?
Well, it is very good. And the end credit scene on that is important.
Now, does the end credit scene have anything to do with Doomsday?
I think more with the movie that came out today and tomorrow.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I absolutely hate the fact that they're using the word Doomsday, because to me, Doomsday
DC thing.
That's a DC thing, and that's
Yep.
who's you say Doomsday, and I automatically think Superman, and it's been that way since what, the early '90s, and they're
Yep.
not going to drive that out of my head no matter what they do.
Yeah, but you have to figure anybody that's less than 30 years old doesn't have that association.
Yeah, I know.
Because you and me, we old.
No, we've gone over this before. I'm only 17.
You, me too. I've just leveled up a lot since then. That's as high as the counter goes. I just keep circling around.
Yeah, I've just acquired more battle armor on my adventure. That's all.
That's right. That's right. Oh my goodness. So as we look at the Fantastic Four with bated breath, with hope, with anxiety, whatever the case may be, uh, I think because they've come out or they're coming out in such proximity to one another, I think that the comparisons between FF and Superman are inevitable. I think they're going to happen. And I'm less concerned about direct comparisons, right? So much as the quality of the movies. Do you think the quality of the FF movie is going to be comparable to Superman, or do you think they will be miles apart?
So I look at quality a little different than most people. Because when we're talking about the quality of the movie, I also look at the director and how the director and the producers always do things. And yes, we do have two superhero films. We do, granted, they are coming from two very distinct companies, but we have writers and directors with two very, very different visions of what they're trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
So I need to see the Fantastic Four movie before I can, because honestly, I've seen movies where you see the special effects and you're like, my God, I could have done better with that on that with my cell phone. But the quality of the movie was still spectacular. It
Well,
was
that's
just,
more what I mean. I don't mean
yeah.
production values. I mean the movie.
It's no matter what Fantastic Four does, I don't think they're going to be able to basically pull at the heartstrings the way Paul Kent did.
Okay. That's
Why are you
interesting.
whispering? I mean,
don't want to be on your live thing.
Okay, what do you need out of the top?
Open the top drawer. There's a little bitty pink thing or purple thing that's got office stuff in it.
Oh, this right here?
Yeah.
Is that where you keep your hypodermics and stuff? I know how you people are.
That's where I keep my
This
mess.
is what I had in there. It's a little bitty office supply kit.
Oh, is that what you kids are calling it these days?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Bring this back. Y'all have fun.
Yeah, no matter what they do story-wise, there's going to be certain things that I just don't think that they're going to be able to live up to. And
Okay.
one of them is just that one scene between Clark and Paul Kent sitting on the porch. I mean, that was a very powerful scene, and with Fantastic Four, yeah, it's a family and there should be family themes, but not everybody's a fan of Franklin Richards. So you've got to, and Franklin Richards is one of those characters I can either leave him or take him. I don't care one way or the other.
Well, in this movie, he's just a MacGuffin. I
Yeah,
mean, he could be called the Lost Ark. I mean, it doesn't matter. He's a
yeah.
MacGuffin.
But
As he grows up and they focus stories on him as a character, that's where I get really bored really fast.
well, see, here's my thing on Franklin Richards. If you apparently they do plan on using this character in the future because he's a baby. I mean, they've already made it evident that there is some of this movie is about him, about Galactus wanting him. If that's the case, you've got to do something now in this movie to
To
make
make
me care
people
about this.
care.
Yeah, to
Yep.
make me care about this character.
Yep, I agree. I agree.
So,
So,
go
so
ahead.
what are you looking forward to the most in this movie? And then what are you most anxious about from this movie?
I am anxious to actually see a legit Galactus instead of that cloud thing that we got in Rise of the Silver Surfer.
You
I
know, the
want
cool thing in Rise of the Silver Surfer, all I could think about was, if you remember, I want to say it was Star Trek 6 or Star Trek 7. Maybe it was 7. Where the big thing that they had to fight, the big thing they had to overcome was a pink ribbon floating through space.
yeah.
And they called it the ribbon. And all I could think about when I saw Cloud Galactus was, it's the cousin of the pink ribbon from space. It's terrible. So an actual, really, for real, honest to goodness Galactus, yeah, I'm with you there.
Was that the one where it was like they supposedly reached the end of the universe and found God or something like that, or someone posing to be God?
No, I don't think so. I don't remember, honestly. I haven't seen it since I saw it at the theater and said, "What in the world was that garbage?"
Um, and I know this is going to sound bad. I don't mean it to sound bad. One of the things that I'm most looking forward to is how they end this movie, because I want to see how they are going to get the Fantastic Four into the 616 and MCU continuity. Because I mean, they've already said flat out, this is not the 616. This is its own little, this is part of the multiverse. This is what it is. But they've already left hints where apparently there's another rocket at the end of it. But it's not the Fantastic Four's rocket. So could it be Franklin Richards' rocket? So we don't.
He's a baby. That seems hard to imagine.
Yeah, but I mean,
unless they put him in a rocket and send him to another planet to live amongst the natives there because their world is dying.
And the bad thing about it, you know what?
I just threw you for a loop, didn't I?
No, I'm really interested to see how they end this movie and how they tie it together, because it's got to be done in a way. You know what? I gotta look that up now. It's got to be done in a way that they can make it make sense that they're introducing the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, because that's coming too.
Yep.
So, like I said, as bad as it sounds, I'm looking forward to see how the movie ends. That's
reasonable. That makes sense to me.
And I know that this is, only a handful of people are going to understand this. There's only one way that I would have truly gotten excited for this movie, and that is if Ryan North had written the movie.
Fair enough. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Ryan North is awesome. His run on FF has been great and very exciting. So no, I'm looking forward to how they do that. What I have seen thus far, they've got good actors playing the roles, and Dustin Ellis is like 15 minutes in, condemnations notwithstanding. I think I'm excited to see how they play those characters. I really am. I'm excited to see how they shake out. So I'm planning
And
to go see it tomorrow night. So looking forward to that.
let me know what you think. I don't think I'm going to be able to get there until probably Sunday afternoon. If something, and we do have plans Saturday, and if those plans get rained out Saturday, I might try to go Saturday afternoon. And for those of y'all that kind of don't know what we're talking about, Dustin Ellis is in Atlanta, Two Brothers Comics. He's actually in the theater right now watching Fantastic Four, and we're getting pretty much live updates on the movie. So apparently he's enjoying Mole Man.
Makes sense.
Did you read that First Steps comic book? Have you had a chance to read that?
No, I was told to avoid it because of the movie. So no, I am not. I have not read it, and I'm going to hold off until after tomorrow.
Yeah,
You were extremely disappointed in it, so that didn't make me real excited to read it either.
and to be honest with you, I'm trying to figure out why they told you don't read it because of the movie.
That's what I thought. Like, he's texting in the middle of the movie. How rude is that?
Yeah, really.
Never mind that he's in a private screening that somebody bought out the theater still.
And that's the way that comic book is done. It's almost done like it's a comic book for their world, and it's being released by the Future Foundation.
Interesting.
And then you've got kind of like these confessionals in the middle of it, like some things that'll happen.
Like in a reality show?
Yeah, almost like a reality show. So it was a very strange comic. What about the new Fantastic Four #1?
I haven't had a chance to read that either. I'm telling you, the past couple of weeks I have been so slam busy. I've had a chance to read very few comics, and that includes the next issue of G.I. Joe. I haven't even had a chance to read that. That's how far behind I am.
Yeah,
I got to read. I haven't read Moon Knight. It's so many books I haven't read.
Wait a minute. Hold up that cover of Moon Knight.
All right, hang on. I'll show off all the comics I haven't gotten a chance to read yet, and we can talk about how much I'm expecting to like them. But
no, I don't think
comes out this week. But
okay, yeah, I definitely haven't read it then.
Oh, it's like, what is going on? Why is he?
Oh, and I know Nick Ellis is all tore up about Silver Surfer, but his last comment on this text thread owned me.
He just needs to stop.
He's bitter because nobody likes Impossible Man except him.
But that is a moon-sized 250th anniversary or 250 issue. The way they get to their numbering is always a little suspect, but Legacy, they swear that's number 250. Number 10 of the current run is number 250 overall, so we'll see. I haven't got to read this yet, but I'm excited. Here's another one I haven't gotten to read yet, but I plan to get both this cover and the other cover that goes with it because they are connecting covers, and one of them is for a book I don't normally pick up. I have no reason to. I don't care for it, but darn him, Mark Spears. Mark Spears, if you're watching, darn you for making me buy this comic. It's a jerk move, brother. Vampirella, Armageddon, cover with the Mark Spears monsters. The glare is awful, so I apologize.
Is that a chromium cover or is it just your plastic
back? Foil.
Okay.
Foil. But the monsters number 6, I believe, has a cover that has Vampirella on it. That's a connecting cover to this one.
Gotcha.
So darn you, Mark Spears, for forcing me to buy a Vampirella book. I am displeased with this turn of events. What? Oh my lord! I'm gonna mute Nick Ellis. I swear to goodness.
Well, they I guess it was a couple of months ago. Like, just don't block him like Tom did me because he didn't like all the text messages one night. But there was a Vampirella #1 a couple of months back that Mark Spears had done the cover for, and I had picked it up because I want to support Mark. I have not read a Vampirella comic book in years, and this was a #1.
Yeah.
And I was so lost and confused it wasn't even funny.
Well, Mike argues that Vampirella deserves Mark Spears, so it's making somebody happy. Let's talk for a minute about the business of comic books. How y'all feel about that? Is that all right?
Let's do it.
We'll get to these other comics I haven't read yet in a minute. If you've been to the shop in the past few weeks and you noticed that there wasn't a sign-up sheet, that's not because comics are no longer coming out anymore. It's because we can't get preview materials for comics from publishers anymore. And if we do get it, we don't get them anywhere near at the same time. So when we got a aggregated catalog in previews, we could put that together and we could put up a sign-up sheet, and people had a month to look at it and go, oh, that looks cool. I want to sign up for that. Or, nah, that's not my cup of tea. Now, if we get things from the publishers at all, it's scattered over the course of the month, and we have no time to put together a sign-up sheet that people can sign up for and pick what they want. So we thought, because we have no way of knowing when these things are going to come in or not come in, we got two of them the same time. I think we got Marvel and Image the same time, and then DC came out the next week. But we had nothing for any of the small press publishers. And then we got something for Dynamite like last week. The order is due tonight, and Dynamite got us something last week. Supremely not helpful. So I apologize to everybody. We did not have any kind of a sign-up sheet. I've got to figure out some solution to this because apparently the way we've always done it is not going to exist anymore or be sustainable. So we're going to have to find some alternate method. And so apologies to everybody, but this is one of those bizarre, unforeseen kind of ramifications of the publishing, the distribution wars that have occurred. And so apologies for that, because that supremely sucks. I can tell you. I've looked at, and I'm like, we don't have anybody signing up for anything. Oh, yeah, we don't have any way for people to sign up for anything. So I'm totally guessing when I place orders for this month, and I apologize. If there's something you see that you want, let me know, and we'll order it. But as it is now, I'm looking at it and going, boy, that's a guess. I hope people like that. I don't know. So apologies. Nosh, what's up, brother? I hope everything is going well, man.
But, my thing on that is somebody's got to come up with something, or how, like you said, how can you sell these books if you don't even know, if the customers don't even know what's coming out?
Well, somehow or other, the customer is now expected to be patrolling all of the online publisher stuff to find out what's coming and to tell their local shop. There's no mechanism for shops to make it easy on the customers, short of having a really expensive point of sale system that is able to download all the data that comes out from the disparate publishers as it comes out. And we don't have that. So it's a joy.
Honestly, the only way that the average person could really pull it off would be monitoring League of Comic Books weeks in advance, or League of Comic Geeks weeks in advance.
Yeah, pretty much.
But even then, you still got to go through being able to get your stuff in on time.
Yeah. It's a real colossal pain in the butt is what it is. So here's some comics I haven't read yet. We're going to talk about these real quick. And this may end up being a shorter night than usual. We've both got a lot going on, and it's been kind of crazy. How many issues the new Batman will be dropping? Do you mean variant covers or things like that, Nosh? What do you mean? How many issues? Yeah, not quite sure what you mean. Anyway, here's one that I haven't read yet. The Voice Said Kill.
I hadn't even
Set
heard of that one.
set in the Louisiana Bayou. Gator poachers prowl through fever dream forest. A moonshine matriarch sneers while a lonesome park ranger cradles her pregnant belly. And in the swamp, a hateful man feasts on fungus and prepares for war. Tell me that doesn't sound fun.
All right, then.
It's written by Cy Spurrier, and this is part one of a Cajun crime thriller in 4 supersized chapters. I didn't know all that off the top of my head. It says it all on the back, just in case y'all are wondering. One thing that cracked me up as I leafed through this, where's this some guy, I'm going to guess it's the hateful man feasting on fungus. He's wearing like furs and a loincloth, and he's covered in blood, and he's firing a gun out up in the air, and he's shouting these words. If the camera will... Are you familiar
Nice.
with the skunk ape?
Well, yeah. That is basically Florida and New Orleans version of Bigfoot.
Alabama too. The skunk ape. But yes, so that's fun. That's what I'm looking forward to. Have not read yet because that's just how it is. Hang on, I'm getting a message that I have to respond to. Another one I haven't read yet, but I'm really looking forward to this. And this one gets points, if nothing else. If nothing else, this one gets points for the name. Right? This is a fantastic name. And I'll be honest with you, I ordered it because of the name.
Hang on just a second. Nosh, I just went ahead and jumped to look to see exactly what you're talking about. And it is literally just them starting over with a new number one. It's going to be a continuation of the ongoing series.
Well, yeah, it's an ongoing series. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just another start over. That's correct. But anyway, this book gets points for the name. That's fantastic.
Okay.
Cthulhian horror set in Texarkana and Texarkanum. That's great. I love it. I'm all on board. This is going to be a fun read. I'm excited for this. It may be written terribly. I'll let you know. How about that? We'll get back to you.
It's either going to be decent, great, or awful.
I would say those are 3 pretty safe categories that could be bucketed in. Rocket Fellers. New issue is out. I had to get the FF #1 homage cover. They don't do a whole lot of variant covers, but this one I kind of had to have. So
I love it because of the dog.
Oh, 100%. That dog is great. Haven't read it yet. I'll let you know. Let's see here. Geiger. Haven't read it yet. I'll let you know.
That's all.
If y'all want to talk about any of these, y'all let me know. This is one that I'm really looking forward to reading. I haven't read it yet. We're all shocked. But this cover is hideous. Absolutely hideous.
Nosh, that Aquaman run has been amazing.
It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. What I really like about this is it is billed on the inside as Season 1, Issue 3, which implies there will be more seasons than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that because this book has been great. Exquisite Corpses. This is number 3. Look at this horrible cover. That is so gross. He's pulling the skin off of his hand like a glove.
Oh, and the skin on his shoulder, the face on his shoulder.
Oh, the face, yes.
Oh, that is awesome.
So
I love that.
So gross.
Oh, so, please tell me you got more than one copy of that cover.
I believe so. But again, I saw that cover and said, I have to have that. This I had to get. This story has been a terrible disappointment to me. I'm not going to lie. Um, Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee following back up on the Hush storyline from Low these many years ago. Some things are better off dead. I'm guessing this is one of those. Although I will say the art has been spectacular. Jim Lee hasn't lost a step. He's still amazing. Um, but this cover I had to get. It has nothing to do with Batman whatsoever. But I thought this cover was fantastic.
Now that is a good cover.
That's your movie Superman sitting on the cloud. Yeah, that's pretty spectacular. Pretty great. Yeah, I agree, Mike. It is a good horror cover for Exquisite Corpses #3. Uh, it's a great cover. That book has been great. If you haven't been reading it, what a book! What an amazing book.
Exquisite
Corpses
Corpses.
has been great.
Yeah, and it's one of those books that the second you read the first issue, you think this has got to be a movie series.
Oh, 100%. It would work very, very well. Absolute Martian Manhunter #5. I continue to be very happy with this book. I've never been a fan of Martian Manhunter in my life, and I'm still not sure that liking this book qualifies me as a fan from Martian Manhunter because that is in no way the Martian Manhunter that we know. It's like nothing we've ever seen before, uh, which would probably make Nick Ellis very mad because it's not the one that he grew up with. But I don't know why. I love this cover of Wonder Woman. Um, just her carrying the baby on her back. I love that cover. I thought that was great. Uh, very nice. Let's see. New book by Jerry Duggan. Once again, I haven't read it, so no idea if it's any good. But I do like the Jay Lee cover, and the premise sounded interesting. So this ends tonight.
So I haven't heard of that. What's the premise of that book?
I honestly I don't even remember. I remember it sounded interesting when I ordered it, and that's why I ordered it. But it's got lots of blood spatters. I mean, that's the back cover.
Okay.
And that motif carries on throughout the book. There's lots of fighting going on. There's some pretty chunky brains being blown out of a guy's head. That's good. And there's a guy who gets decapitated off of a motorcycle with a chain. That's
Now,
good.
see, that sounds like Red Band, but guess what? That's just a normal comic book in the real world and not Marvel's.
Here's a giant butcher knife sticking through a dude's face. Oh, here's a guy who got the top of his head chopped off with a katana. And you just see the top of his head sliding off.
Nice.
Yeah, I think you would like this book. It's got some very Kill Bill vibes, and okay. It goes from Kill Bill vibes to that.
That is cool looking.
That's awesome looking.
Wow, that is cool.
So it's all this modern stuff, boom, 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 and then you turn the page to this. I don't even know what's going on there, but I like it.
Who's doing the art on that?
Well, Jay Lee did the cover, and I'm not sure if he did the interiors. It looks like his stuff, maybe. It's very similar.
Yeah, I hadn't even heard of that one. I need to look that one up.
Yeah, it's cool. That's after flipping through this, I'm really looking forward to reading more of it because this is awesome looking.
And it's called This Ends Tonight.
This ends tonight. We do have more copies on the wall at the shop. Yeah, There's even blood on the back of the blank cover. That's cool. Uh, Thank you for that heads up, Mike. That's good to know.
Did we really
Again,
need did we really need another biker mice from Mars?
no, but I can say that in amongst the books, no one was able to sign up for because we didn't have a sign up sheet. I did just have to place orders for Street Sharks. That was after your time and my time, right? Street
Yeah.
Sharks was after our time. But the people who liked Street Sharks, who grew up on it, they loved that stuff. Uh, Crypto,
The
Last
first issue
Dog
was.
Krypton,
Did you read the first issue?
also a Jay Lee cover, if I recall correctly. No, I picked it up, but I haven't read it yet. I mean, it was Ryan North, and it's Crypto, so what's not to like? That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. I did enjoy it, to be honest with you.
See, Mike, I think you're also not in the age bracket that grew up with Street Sharks, right? But yeah, Street Sharks got a comic coming out. And yes, I did order copies, so taking a flyer there. We'll see how that turns out. Again, you can tell how busy I've been because I have not been able to read this.
Oh, and that right there is a follow-up issue for those two.
Yes, and I have not been able to read this cover or this cover. I haven't been able to read either one of them.
Both of them are good, but I like the other cover.
I do too. But again, I also am totally breaking my own rules, and I'm buying books for the cover because I can't help myself. What is going on here?
So it's looking like this this ends tonight might be only 3 issues because they've already got the trade paperback solicited for January.
Yeah, 3 or 4 issues would be about it. This is one I'm also looking forward to, and Mike, I'm going to guess you might have picked this one up. But Ghost Pepper. I'm looking forward to reading that. That looks cool. It's a new series, just started up. It just looks like a really cool book to me. Creator, writer, artist, letterer is all Ludo Lullaby, or however Lulabi, however he pronounces his name, assuming Ludo is a he. It looks like a very sci-fi, kind of an epic, but in a cool, unusual way. And it's got a bit more of a cartoony look to it than I normally like. A little bit more. People who like anime will like the look of this. I will say that. I mean, you got the great big old anime eyes and the tiny chin with no nose.
That kind of reminds me. What was that book? Little Vampires?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of that.
But I've heard good things about this from other folks, and it looks interesting, so I wanted to give it a shot. And we'll see how it turns out. If anybody else has read this one, let me know. But yeah, Ghost Pepper. It's a really thick book. I don't know if you can see that. That's more than your average number of pages. That's a thick book.
That's how that Planet Death was.
I mean, for comparison. Yeah, it's it looks really good. I'm excited to check it out. This is a new one too from Mad Cave. I haven't read the first one yet. I don't know if you did. Maybe I did, and I can't remember. Endless Night, written by Mark London.
No, I did not get that one. I didn't even know it was. That's already issue number 2.
Yep.
When did issue 1 come out? Because I normally snatch Mark London stuff.
Approximately a month ago would be my guess.
Well,
if I remember correctly, this is a follow-on to, like a spiritual follow-on, not a direct follow-on, to Wolvenheart, maybe?
Hold the cover up again. Okay, I mean, I can... all right, because he also had a character that kind of resembles that in Revolution 9.
Yes, that's true. Detective Comics number 1099 coming up on that big issue 1100. Haven't got to read it yet, but I have really enjoyed the story the past several months, and I'm quite certain I will enjoy this one as well. It's been very, very good.
So when issue 1100 gets here, will there be 1100 variants?
Man, you know how to take the wind out of my sails, don't you? That's disturbing. That's so disturbing. I wish you hadn't said that. Absolute Flash. Haven't had a chance to read that either. Looking forward to it. Y'all see how big this stack is of stuff I got to read. Catacomb of Torment. Number 1. I've been enjoying these EC style stories, so looking forward to checking this out. Very much looking forward to this one. Red Coat, number 13.
Red Coat's been so good.
I love the back cover.
Yeah,
that's a different kind of time travel right there, right? You're on the clock faces.
Yep.
The battle happening and all. Yeah, that's him and the Northerner. Looks like this dude is just playing them for fools. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. Have really enjoyed that. Death of the Silver Surfer number 2. Y'all, that first one had that very stark and beautiful cover and was a phenomenal book. The first one was beautiful book. The second one, the cover is equally beautiful to the first. Story-wise, don't know, haven't had a chance to read it yet. But look at that cover. I mean, just look at that.
That is a good-looking cover.
That's incredible. That's so well done.
All right, I did have to look, and there is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 covers for Detective Comics 1100, and that also includes, well, nobody's going to want that Frank Miller cover.
No.
That also includes the 1 in 25 variant.
Yep. Okay. This one I haven't had a chance to read either. I really liked the first issue. I started to read this one right before we came on the show, but then we came on the show and we had to talk to you guys. So I'm like 4 pages in. 4 pages in so far. It's kind of weird and confusing, which does not bode well. But the first issue was really good, and Marvel Knights World to Come. I'm hopeful that this will be turn out to be as good as the first one. The artwork, Joe Quesada has not lost a step at all anywhere. His art is superlative. I think it's better than it used to be. Like at his peak, at his prime, I think his art is better now. Honest to goodness. This is detailed and interesting. There's a lot of great stuff going on. Really, really good. Really, really good.
Yeah, Todd, I mean, Nosh, that every once in a while we're getting like these variant covers that Frank Miller did, and they look awful.
They look like they were drawn by a 4-year-old.
And what up? Let's be
Laserbeak. This one I did get a chance to read. It's literally the only one, and I had to read it because Tom was like, put it in my hand, and he stood over me like, you have to read it right now. You have to read it right now. You have to read it right now. I'm like, okay, all right. Holy smokes.
Everybody says this issue is absolutely nuts.
It is brutal. It's not just brutal in that it's like violently brutal. It's surgically brutal. And I mean that literally and figuratively. This book is intense. It is insane. It is horrifying. Not cool at all. Riveting, absolutely, but it leaves you like feeling gross, like you kind of need to shower afterwards. Like people shouldn't be that awful to other people and take so much joy in being that awful to other people. It just makes you feel gross, and Yeah, it's awful. And how in the world he's going to get out of this, I have no idea.
Well,
I've got
they
a
have.
million theories. I got no clue because he is facing a foe that is designed in every single conceivable way to beat him. 100%. He is facing a foe designed to beat him, designed to not even give him a chance. Every time you think Batman is like, oh, he's got it now, no, no, Bane is playing with him, literally playing with him like a cat with a mouse, and it's awful to watch. This
See,
is yeah, this is rough. This is
I'm
rough to
really
watch.
intrigued because I was wondering how much they were going to have to ramp up Bane to make an absolute version of Bane.
Oh well, they did it. Um, one thing I thought was interesting in here, and then I thought there was one bit of it that was completely stupid to me. Was they talk about all of the things that they surgically removed from Bruce Wayne's body because he hid like lock picks and things like that under his skin.
Nice.
And I was like, that's awful, but I was okay with it right up until they said, because I'm like, where did he put that? Right up until they said, you know that thing he pulls out that he sticks up into the symbol on his chest and it turns it into an axe.
Yeah.
He has one of those things, those extendable baton things, which is pretty long, somewhere hidden on his person, his physical person. When he has, it was just him in his birthday suit, somewhere under his flesh. That thing is like, where could you put that you wouldn't be in absolute agony all the time? Come on. I had a hard time buying that. I had a hard time buying that. The rest of it, I was like, okay, I can. It's a comic book. I can go with it. That one, I was like, it's a comic book, but that's too much. Now, in this book, they do specify, if I recall correctly, and I'm not conflating with something else, that this Bruce Wayne is 6'9".
Really.
Yeah, he is enormous.
It's about
Like
Law Abiding Citizen. That's a great movie.
it's like he took the Bane growth hormone or something because he big. And I will say, the next issue is supposed to be the origin of Bane in this world. I'm excited to see that. But this issue where Batman is just being absolutely abused is extremely disturbing.
See, one thing that I am liking is this version of Batman is an absolute monster. And this version of Superman that we're getting is like a lanky runner.
Yeah, yeah. But what happens in this is horrifying. I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere in the background uh, they had something like the human centipede going on or something. I don't know. It's it's pretty awful. Um, and then there's this one, which I also have not read, and this was interesting because uh, Marvel thought they were going to be really cool, and Marvel decided to put out a book without telling anybody they were going to do it.
It's 1980 all over again.
They're like, here you go, guys. Here's a comic. We hope it sells well. Oh, you didn't order it because we didn't tell you that it exists? That's weird. Stupid. Utterly stupid. But that's this. They sent us one free copy because they knew that nobody was going to know to order it. It's X-Men. Is that right? Nope, the other one. Age of Revelation.
See, Okay, I kind of want to read it. I kind of wanted to read it. Let me back this up. Until I started seeing that it was going to span across like 25 friggin' titles. I mean, it was ridiculous. They were going to be putting out all sorts of stuff. Just give us one, maybe two X-Men titles and call it a day. Focus on one or two X-Men titles and give us good quality stories instead of flooding the market with all this trash that they've been flooding it with. Sorry, that's my rant for the night.
My computer just locked up. Can you still hear me?
I can hear and see you just fine.
Weird. My mouse stopped working. And I don't have a mouse. It's built into the keypad. That's disheartening. Oh well. Keep talking because I'm trying to figure this out.
And so, what is that? X-Men Age of what?
Revelation.
Age of Revelation.
It is a sequel, essentially, in many ways, to Age of Apocalypse.
All right. Yeah, I knew that it was going to be multiple titles. So here's the deal. The setting is 10 years in the future within Revelation territory stretching across the Atlantic Ocean and Mississippi River. Heir to Apocalypse rules the land. So ultimately, if it's 10 years in the future, this is going to have no bearing on canon.
Well, it's as much bearing on canon as Age of Apocalypse had. Because time means nothing here, and you know it.
Yeah, I know, but still. Oh, okay. It is going to be written by Jed McKay. So, I mean, that's one positive they have going in their favor. And I'm going to pick up a couple of issues. I'm going to give it an honest shot. But I am wondering how Jed McKay is going to do with that many characters. I mean, he does a really good job with Moon Knight. And Moon Knight, we're looking at what, about 7 or 8 characters? But with Moon Knight, you've got one true main character. With X-Men, something like this, I'm wondering how he's going to do it. I will definitely give it a shot just because his name is attached to it.
Yeah, agreed. I'm having some really weird computer trouble here. I'm going to try and take care of that.
What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? No, what are we doing?
Yeah, I gotta deal with some stuff here. Hang on. And keep.
Finally got him. So Josh is having all sorts of technical issues. I mean, I can see you. You're a little choppy. Can you hear me at all? What about on the YouTube and Facebook end? How does it look to y'all? Let me get there. I mean, okay, that's weird. That just kind of. All right. I mean, honestly, Josh, you look fine right now. I mean, I can see your screen blinking in your glasses and stuff, so you're not frozen. So what are y'all looking forward to? I know we really don't have previews anymore, but is there anything that's coming up that y'all are looking forward to? Because we always talk about what Josh and I are reading, and we do try to read as much as we possibly can. with Josh, I mean, he wants to, explore new books and try to give y'all as much as he possibly can and give y'all legit feedback. Me, I just have some type of reading addiction. I don't get it. Except for this past 2 weeks, it's been awful. I feel like I've been, I feel like like I'm grounded and I've had all my books taken away from me. And he's gone. All right. So next up, if you look below my name, you have a question. Can anybody answer that question? Mega Man Legends coming this October. I could have swore I saw something about Ultraman too, but I'm not sure about that. I know that. Let's look that one up. Yeah, Josh is like gone. Maybe he'll come back. Yeah, the Nosh, I believe the Absolute Batman run. I think issue number 1 may even be up. Like, I think I heard around print run number 9, but I'm not sure on that. I know they had to do a lot of reprints. I would have to say that Autobots probably get car insurance. That's what I would be going with myself. All right. You know what? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I'm going to talk to myself for a minute. Y'all talk amongst yourselves while I type this in. All right, so Josh has kind of gone over what's come out this week. Since I honestly just life has happened and I have not had time. Yes, it is a solo round. I have not had time to. I hadn't even been able to get by the shop and pick up my comic books here lately. Let's see. No, why did you not show up? There we go. Let's take a gander at next week and see what we got going on. Nightwing has been really good. I'll be honest with y'all, I fell off on Titans a while back. That whole plant thing, whatever it was they were doing that led to like Beast World or whatever, that just lost me. Looks like we got a new Loki cover. Oh, it's the Bring On the Bad Guys. That's a good looking cover right there. Has anybody been reading the Bring On the Bad Guys? Because I have totally missed out on it. I did want to read Doom. I don't know if I'm gonna pick up Loki or not. But I don't know if I think they're all tied together, but every single one of them say #1, which is kind of weird. News from the Fallout. That one's been kind of that first issue was kind of strange, to be honest with you. It really was. And it was a direction with the art style is literally what it comes down to. Hey, just between y'all and me, I'm gonna be throwing a copy of that in Nick Ellis's box, just to kind of keep him on his toes. Come on, let's go. And did anybody pick up Heavy Metal #1? I'm wondering how their relaunch did. I heard they had a ton of issues over the past couple of years as far as getting books out to people and everything else. It's looking like next week for me is going to be relatively light week. It does. You know, Nosh, I've never been. I'll let him know, Mike. Nosh, I've never been that big of a Hulk fan when it comes to comic books. Um, Not that there was anything wrong with it. It just never really that series just never really piqued my interest. I always liked it if I was reading something and Hulk did show up in it. But nothing that, I mean, there was really nothing that made force me to want to go out and buy Hulk comics. Okay. I have heard nothing from Josh. I'm telling y'all what, we're going to hang out for about another 5 minutes, and then we might even just call it an early night since we're having technical difficulties. There is about, I got something planned, and we're probably about 2 months, 2.5 months away from this plan. If you do not follow us on YouTube, if you watch on Facebook, you need to switch over to YouTube and hit the follow button, turn on all notifications and all that good stuff, because there's going to be a week in October where I will be randomly going live. I'm going to say probably several times that week for maybe, and it's not going to be like long things like that, like 2-3 hour live streams. It might be maybe 30, 45 minutes, an hour at a time, but it's going to be several times throughout the entire week. And there's going to be a lot of videos taken and uploaded. And I know there's a bunch of y'all that are going to want to see exactly where I'm going to be at, but I will definitely remind y'all again before that happens. This is kind of a fair warning. You might want to jump on it. Yeah, my thing on Hulk is he just gets stronger the madder he's going to get. So what actual problems is he going to solve? That's just, it's got to be brute strength. Now, I will tell you, the cover for this issue 27, I mean, it looks good. It reminds me of The Pit, that comic book that came out in the 90s by Image Comics. I would love to see The Pit come back. That would be a blast. Let's see what else we got coming out next week. And then, like I said, we're just going to call it we got a Dark Tomorrow. That's a Justice League special that's coming out next week. We have a new Werewolf by Night coming out, and I don't think it's Red Band. I think it might actually be, yeah, I think it's just going to be regular, which is good, because I think the Red Band stuff was nothing more than a sales gimmick that I really and truly did not think went over well at all. I might have to check that out. I really hope that we get more Werewolf by Night with Elsa Bloodstone in it, because those two characters, if they're done right, those two characters can be a lot of fun. Let's see if there's anything that's jumping out at me. Space Quest, I want to say it's been fun, but we really and truly not that far into it for me to make a determination on if it's fun or not. And for those of y'all not reading it, Space Quest is the crossover between Space Ghost and Johnny Quest. Ooh, we got Flash Gordon Quarterly coming out next week. That Flash Gordon book has been so good. So good. So good. Now, I don't normally pick up second printings unless I missed the first printing, but this second printing of G.I. Joe #7 with Beachhead on the cover, I may have to pick that one up. I always like the look of Beachhead for some reason. This looks cool. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have a slow week next week. Oh yeah, and Josh and I have got something going on. Not this weekend, but is it next weekend? Or is it 2 weeks out? I need to look at my calendar right quick. It might be 2 weeks out. No, it's next weekend. You're going to make sure that you want to be subscribed and clicked on all notifications, because Josh and I got something going on next Saturday. And I do plan, if we have a good signal, I do plan on going live then. we get to, you know what? I'm not even going to give y'all a hint. You're just going to have to tune in and see. Just know that it is definitely going to be a dream come true for Josh and myself both when it comes to comic books and our childhood and the things that we loved about comics and toys and everything else. And that's all the hints you're going to get. But we will tell y'all more about that next Thursday night. I haven't even got a text message from Josh. So I'm going to say that everything flat out just died on him. Let's just call it an early night. You know what? Every once in a while, we got to do it. I know everybody's got things that they want to get to. Plus, I'm sure that everybody's wanting to dig around online to read about Comic-Con and all, because that is this weekend, I do believe. I don't know. I don't even keep up with it. I used to want to go to Comic-Con so bad I couldn't see straight until I saw how many people actually go to it, and I'll just look online. I'll have better seats from my friggin' recliner at the house. So we got this one thing that we always do. Where's it at? They have changed the layout to our streaming service. You know what? Who remembers back when this was a quiz show? That was a good one. But we always ended the quiz show like this, and we always end our show like this. We will see y'all next week.